morning, students of class 6. Today I am going to teach you your previous chapter, light, shadow and reflection. In previous lecture, we have studied about light, its different sources, man-made source, natural source and different types of object, just like luminous object, non-luminous object, the different types of materials, just like transparent materials, translucent materials, opaque materials, rectilinear propagation of light, the basic phenomenon of light, that is reflection. Now today we are going to study about ray, beam, eclipses, shadow and shadow condition for formation of shadow and characteristics of shadow. First, today we have to start our video why rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light, it means light ray travels in a straight line. Light have tendency to travel in a straight line. This property of light is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light means rectilinear motion of light. You can also state that rectilinear motion of light, just like you have to study in motion as rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion is what? It means body is said to be following the motion in a straight line. So we can say that light have a rectilinear propagation of light. It means light rays travel in a straight line. Now rectilinear motion of light can be represented by ray or beam of light. Now what is the difference between ray and beam of light? It means we can say that rectilinear motion of the light can be expressed as ray and beam of light. Ray of light, it means a single line that represent the direction of light. Light ray travels in a straight line. This line shows that light rays travel in a straight line, and the arrow shows that light rays, the direction of light rays. It means we can say that this is a ray of light. Now beam of light. Beam of light, it means when we can say that when a light rays it means you can say that beam of light consists of several rays. Several rays consist to form a beam of light. Beam of light may be converging or diverging. It means if it is a source of light and the all light rays are diverges from here, it means we can say that diverging beam of light. When all light rays are converges to a point, then we can say that converging light ray, and the point is known as converging point, and from where the all light rays diverges is known as diverging point. Now our next topic is shadow. Before going to the eclipse, we have to study about shadow. Shadow, it means what? It means we can say that shadow is only formed when the light rays is blocked by an opaque object. Opaque object are what? Opaque object, it means materials that do not allow light to pass through them. It means the total light fall on an opaque object cannot pass through the opaque object. It means the light rays is reflected from the opaque object. So we can say that reflection is the phenomenon that when light rays strikes at an opaque surface, it bounces back in the opposite direction. This property of light is known as reflection of light, which we have studied in our previous lecture, and we can see each and every object due to the reflection of light. So we can say that shadow is always formed when light rays fall on an opaque object. Now, shadow and its condition. What are the conditions when shadow is formed? The first condition is there must be a source of light. If there is a source of light, then we can say that shadow must be formed. If there is no source of light, there is no formation of shadow. It means we can say that the first condition is there must be a source of light, and if there is a source of light, then there must be a shadow is formed. And if there is a opaque object, it means the two major point is there must be a source of light and there must be an opaque object. Now the next condition is, you can say that there must be a opaque screen. It means we can say that shadow is always formed on a screen. Shadow is always formed on a screen. So there is a must opaque screen to cast the shadow. So these are the condition to the formation of shadow. Now talking towards the characteristics of formation of shadow. Characteristics of formation of shadow, it means what? It means we can say that what are the characteristics of shadow? The first characteristics of shadow is formation of shadow always state that light rays travel in a straight line. It means we can say that formation of shadow state that light rays travel in straight line. Number one point is formation of shadow always state that light rays travel in a straight line. Talking towards the another characteristics of shadow, a shadow is always dark in color. A shadow that is always formed by an opaque object, if there is a source of light, then we can say that shadow must be always in dark color. It doesn't depend upon the nature of the color of an object, but it always appears to be dark. So we can say that the another characteristics of shadow is always dark. Now, and formation of shadow is in the opposite direction of the source of light. It means we can say that when source of light emerges, if a light is emerges from a source, it means we can say that that is a source of light. And shadow is always formed in the opposite direction of the source of light. It means formation of shadow is always in the opposite direction of the source of light. Shadow depends upon the position of the source of light. Position of source of light and the position of distance between the object and the opaque object and the screen. Now talking towards the another point, a shadow, shape and size of shadow always depend upon the source of light. Farther the source of light and closer the source of light. Closer the source of light and farther the source of light. We can say that shape and size of the shadow depends upon the nature of source of light as well as position of source of light. Now, brighter the source of light, darker is the shadow. If the source of light is more brighter, then the shadow is darker. So we can say that brighter the source of light, darker is the shadow. Opaque object always cast darker shadow in as compared to the translucent object. Translucent object also cast shadow, but we can say that opaque object cast darker shadow as compared to the translucent object. Now our another topic is eclipse. Eclipse, how eclipse formed. As we know that opaque object cast shadows. So there are many types of opaque object in our universe. They also cast shadow and the eclipse is formed. Eclipse is always formed when the heavenly bodies are in a straight line. It means we can say that when sun, moon and earth are in a straight line, then we can say that eclipse are formed. There are two types of eclipse. One is the solar eclipse and another one is the lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse, it means we can say that it always forms on new moon day. Solar eclipse always form on new moon days. And what happens on the solar eclipse? In solar eclipse, moon comes between the sun and earth. Moon comes between the sun and earth, and moon blocks the light rays of the sun. Moon blocks the light rays of the sun. Here you can see that here is the sun and here is the moon, and moon can block the all light rays which are coming from the sun, so we can say that. And it is also an opaque object and it casts a shadow on earth. It means you can say that here is the shadow of the moon. So we can say that in solar eclipse happens on new moon days. In solar eclipse, what happens? Moon comes between the sun and earth. And the total light rays of the sun is blocked by the moon, and it casts a shadow on the surface on the earth. Now talking towards the lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse happens on full moon days, and it is the vice versa of solar eclipse. We can say this because in solar eclipse moon comes between the sun and the earth, but in lunar eclipse earth comes between the sun and the moon. And earth blocked the all light rays of the sun. It happens on the full moon days. Now today's our total chapter is maximum completed. Now one rest topic is pinhole camera, and some of the topics are also we have to cover it in this chapter. In today and previous lecture we have completed many of the topics of this chapter. Now rest of the topics will be completed very soon. Now you have to prepare question related to light, shadow and reflection, that what is the importance of light, different types of materials categorized, collect different types of material and categorize them into transparent, translucent and opaque object. Also you have to just state a property of rectilinear propagation of light. You have to clarify the rectilinear propagation of light by doing a project activity. Another you have to also complete shadows and its condition as well as characteristics. Eclipses, you have to make a diagram of solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. This all is your homework. You have to complete at your home. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.